Welcome to HR Easily. In this video, we'll learn how to set up automated overtime, lateness, and undertime calculations to speed up payroll processing. To ensure that time attendance is calculated accurately, kindly ensure that the working schedules of all employees have been set up correctly. To set automated overtime, lateness, and undertime calculations, all you have to do is go ahead to Company Payroll Info through the left sidebar. From here, scroll down to Time Attendance Advanced Settings, then hit Edit. In the pop-up screen, select the calculation that applies: overtime, lateness, and/or undertime. Now, let's take a look at overtime setup. Tick this box to automate overtime calculation. There are 3 overtime calculations methods you can use. Let's take a look at the first one. Count overtime based on start and end working hours. This option will start calculating employees' overtime if they worked more than their scheduled hours. It is common to have a certain amount of tolerance when calculating lateness, undertime, and overtime. Tolerance overtime, start working hour, means that the minimum overtime they need to work before their start of working hours. Once they pass the minimum overtime here, HR Easily will automatically capture their overtime data in the timesheets. Example, if an employee's shift starts at 9 a.m. and tolerance is set to 15, overtime calculation will only count before 8:45 a.m. Tolerance overtime and working hour means that minimum overtime they need to work once their working hours end. Once they pass the minimum overtime here, HR Easily will automatically capture their overtime data in the timesheets. Example, if an employee's shift ends at 6 p.m. and tolerance is set to 15, overtime calculation will only count from 6:15 p.m. onwards. Next up, we gotta count overtime based on daily working hours. Means that overtime calculation will start once they reached the minimum daily working hours we set here. Example, if an employee works 8 hours a day and tolerance is set to 15, overtime calculation will only count once the employee works over 8 hours 15 minutes. Next up, we gotta count overtime based on the custom settings. Under this setting, we'll be able to set a maximum salary. Any employee with basic salary above the indicated maximum salary will not be included in overtime calculations. Another thing, we'll also be able to set which type of employment status the overtime calculations will be applied to. Overtime calculations will only apply to groups that have been ticked. Next up, you may also indicate if you like to count overtime in the public holiday. While for public off day means that system will count overtime if employee works on their off day. Now, let's take a look at lateness calculations. Put the lateness tolerance which applies to all employees. Example, if an employee's shift starts at 9 a.m. and tolerance is set to 15, lateness deduction calculation will only count after 9:15 a.m. Last thing, let's take a look at undertime calculation. Put the undertime tolerance which applies to all employees. If an employee's work hours 8 hours a day and tolerance is set to 15, undertime deduction will only count if the employee works fewer than 7 hours 45 minutes. Be sure to save the settings by toggling to Save button on the bottom right-hand corner. With that, setting up automated overtime, lateness, and undertime calculation has come to the final step. We hope you found this video helpful. See you in the next video. Take care.